Howdy.
Hi, it's Cheyleesi and welcome back to my channel. I have a hat on today, which isn't usual for me, and it feels awkward, and I feel like I need to address it immediately because it's making me self-conscious. Does anyone else do that when they try out a new fashion look and they just feel absolutely uncomfortable and awkward in it? Today, I'm gonna try and get some work done on the PC800, see where the coolant leak is coming from, if it's leaking at all, or if it's just an overflow thing. And I'm also gonna check and see if I can readjust my back brakes, because it seems like I'm slamming on my brakes just to get them to do anything. And as a rider whose hands aren't that strong, I tend to use the back brakes a little more often than the front. So I would like it if my back brakes worked. Taking the trip back from North Carolina in one day was so difficult. I was exhausted by the end of it. I feel like the trip wouldn't have been so mentally exhausting if we didn't spend the last 200 miles in torrential downpouring rain. I just need to be a little bit more prepared for the Oklahoma trip that's coming up in 2 weeks from now. Josh and I are driving a little over 1,000 miles to the K River campground, and I'm super excited for this camp out. Not only is it my first time camping on my motorcycle, but it's also gonna be the longest trip I've ever done. I left for the North Carolina trip just to sort of test my endurance and see if I could even handle going long distance. The PC800 is an absolute tank. You can't convince me that that is not a touring bike. Josh told me it was designed for in-town use, just because Honda designed it to get more people who are driving cars into driving motorcycles. And I could totally see that because the back is essentially a trunk, which made it really awesome while we traveled. And the PC800 also held up in the Blue Ridge Parkway really well. Going up and down the mountains wasn't that hard, and even taking sharp turns didn't seem to be that difficult. I've never ridden in the mountains before, and there was a little bit of a learning curve at first. I definitely needed to be slowing down a little bit faster before those turns. By the end of it, it was a smooth ride. So happy that I did that. I feel accomplished, and I can't wait to do it again. So I guess I'll shut up and let's go work on the motorcycles.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
Oh, missed.
The PC800 is a girl dragon.
You can look over it. It's fine. Okay, go. Alright, first things first, pop this trunk open. Let's put some screws in that tail light because it was falling out the entire way. I'll tell you, I think one of the adjustments we're gonna make, or I think we should make, is get rid of the key to open that and just make it just Velcro or something.
I agree, that's
Because,
so awful.
yeah, the key, it just really, doesn't help. Yeah, it doesn't help at all.
Why are they
And you're
worried like
constantly
someone's gonna
fumbling around.
siphon my gas or something?
Yes, that's why it's like that.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Really? Why wouldn't they just steal the whole motorcycle?
Well, we're gonna
Like,
go
do
ahead.
they really want my, like, 2 gallons of gas?
We're gonna go ahead and roll the dice on them siphoning gas. But let's not lose the tail light, because this was doing one of these numbers and freaking coming
How
out
about this piece of,
the whole way.
duct
I would
tape?
leave it. Whatever that is. It looks like it might be covering something. I don't want to know what's under there.
I don't know, it looks like the hole my dad punched in the wall.
You forgot to put these in last time. So luckily we've got some extra hardware just lying around.
I was wondering what those extra bolts were. You ever do that and then you're like, and then you toss them?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, that's like my favorite. You kidding? Extra bolts? I must have put it together more efficiently than they did at the factory. What do these Honda engineers know? They know nothing.
Definitely not as much as me, a YouTube engineer.
YouTube University, baby.
I think if you get special tuition, I think it's like $10 a month. It's called YouTube Red. Are you gonna give me a wrench?
Pick one out. Which one size does it look like?
Oh, which one do I want? I get to pick out any wrench?
Yeah, any one you want. But it's probably this one. Here, use this. I'll help you. So you're button. There you go.
Right, no.
No, like put them together.
Oh,
Transform it. There you go.
like Digimon.
Yeah. Yeah, form of a refrigerator. This cute bunny is all of a sudden turned into a mobile assault vehicle. This shit looks so crazy on the camera. The camera's like, what do I do with all these stripes?
I know, even looking at it with your own eyeballs, it's like, what do
Sometimes
my
it's
eyes
hard.
do with all these stripes?
Like, I don't know, man. My eyes are like, is there a sailboat in there somewhere? Like, what hidden image is on that shirt? Let's jack it up a little bit, and we'll kind of maybe pull some panels off and see if we can't spy if there's a coolant leak.
I really have to.
Jack it up, yeah. 1, 2. There it goes. 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, go keep going. See if it falls down. If it falls down, hop out of the way like a bunny.
It's really heavy. Movie magic.
No, this thing is a porker. It's not a light bike.
I think I just forgot because I haven't dropped it in a while. Everyone's like, hey, be careful. Don't you break those plastics. Don't you do it.
Can't replace them.
Don't do it. You can't replace them. Don't do it.
Yeah, we know we can't replace them. We're not even trying to.
When the bike dies, it dies. People give me shit for buying this bike and running it into the ground, but people buy $2,000 cars and run them into the ground all the time.
We're getting our use out of it. We're using the bike. You're using it. You gave it a second life. Like, you shouldn't feel bad. Nothing lives forever, okay? This bike...
But the earth and sky.
Oh, wow. Is that like... Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, so one day the Earth will reclaim all this plastic. You look at this thing; this bike was always designed to be temporary. Look at all this plastic on here. This is a temporary motorcycle, just like our lives are temporary. Okay?
Anything beautiful and worth it is temporary, right? Or something.
Yeah. Is that a song? Did you just make that up too? Nothing lasts but the earth and sky, which is beautiful but not temporary. Anyway, I think that's a haiku. Let's see if we can find that coolant link.
The coolant link is coming from my eyes after all those beautiful words.
It's fine, as long as it functions, as long as it moves down the road. Who
This is a
cares?
fine-tuned
Yeah.
traveling machine.
This is a $1,000 motorcycle. Careful! Oh! Ooh.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
I see things, but I don't know really what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeping a little from one of the base gaskets.
Doesn't matter, you just check the oil every once in a while and who cares? A little bit of seepage from the base gasket on a V-twin? Who cares?
Anytime I've ever looked at a motorcycle, it leaks oil. I'm pretty sure every motorcycle leaks oil, just like every house in Florida has termites.
I grab that Allen key again and take this panel off over here the same way.
It's not the same.
It isn't? What kind is over here? It's a, what goes on the outside.
It's Audi.
It's an Audi, not an Eddie?
What the f is this?
This was originally supposed to hold that in as a part of that. Now it's just holding the broken piece in there. So very important to hold that broken piece in. Yeah, it was a whole panel, but now just that. Oh. There you go. I mean, you don't need it in there. Just not holding anything in. Oh, all those extra parts like the bottom of a Cracker Jack box. Little prizes in there.
Again, I'm seeing old leaks, but nothing new. And the base gaskets are definitely weeping.
But it's not a big deal.
I'm weeping.
Okie dokie. So, since we got these off, we didn't find any leaks. Now it's time to make you a little more comfortable on long distances. One of the big issues you were having, you told me, was a lack of highway pegs. Couldn't stretch your legs out.
How is there not a leak?
I mean, many things are leaking, but nothing bad. Nothing bad enough, like, I don't know, it's not overheating, it's fine. Anyway, so you need some highway pegs. These are the forward controls off your Sportster. When you switch it to mid controls, these are the forward controls we took off there. So,
Is this why you meet the worst people in a Honda?
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make those work. Hey, this will be the first standard bolt that's on this bike. Nice. Whoa. Let's make some holes in this thing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, me neither. So this is what's called a punch.
I made that.
Give me that thing! Hold that. Now you have to do it by hand as punishment.
This is gonna be one of those 10-hour videos.
10 hours of Cheyleesi drilling by hand. Alright, let's go and drill that pilot hole. Now I'm gonna hold the bike. You're just gonna push in that area and hold it exactly in there and try to hold it steady while applying pressure to it, and you're not gonna squeeze it all the way down. There you go. So it has an even surface area to apply tension. And the lock washer is part of what keeps it from backing off. But just to also be sure, we're gonna put a little bit of thread locker on it.
On a Honda?
It shouldn't need it because it doesn't vibrate like a Harley, but since we do want this to stay steady, since there's nothing keeping these from rotating, so we're gonna put it on there pretty tight. Go ahead and screw that in. fingers. It's sharp. There's sharp metal on the other side of that. Here. That's all you. So bumped out.
Smokey!
Ooh, Harley foot pegs on the Honda? Why not, baby? I got some flame foot pegs if you want those instead.
I'll
Put it on the FXR.
I'll make it go faster.
All right, go ahead and pull that foot peg off. Well, now we got to cut a hole in the plastic. Pick up that piece of plastic. Pick up the piece of plastic! Not that one, this one. The gray one. Nope. All right, let's see. How big is this hole gonna have to be? So fit through there. Ooh, look, there's all this like. Oh, that's because that part fits over there. Well, we're gonna have to lose all that shit, that's for sure. Careful not to burn yourself on the molten plastic. See if that fits.
You're scuffing up the bike, Josh. Don't scuff up the bike.
Okay, now that you have all these vintage plastic lovers pissed off again by cutting a giant hole over here. Don't be like me, be careful instead.
Safety.
There you go. So easy, even monkey. Look at that, you got a foot peg. Okay, let's do the other side.
Oh, look, the one over here is broken too.
There you go. Weight reduction. All right.
Be careful of those plastics.
Love it. They're gonna make a racket when you go for bumps, but who cares? They're gonna be like, cluck, 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 cluck.
It'll be the loudest thing on my bike.
Yeah, right? Let's do something about those grips, because last time those grips were giving you blisters.
What if I stick this all the way deep in my ear? And down she goes. Okay, here we go. We got the Harley Honda combo. Pacific Coast ready to go. I have no idea where we're going, but we're gonna go there fast. All right, back on a bike almost a week later. I definitely felt like I needed to take a week off of motorcycles after a long trip like that. We adjusted the back brakes a little bit, but it doesn't feel much different, and I'm not sure if it's because I'm in heels or what. These grips definitely feel way softer though. I had blisters all on my palms from riding, so it's definitely time to change them up. Although we'll be a lot more prepared for the trip to Oklahoma, I'm still nervous just because of how much it physically was by the end of it. All right, let's see how these highway pegs feel. Oh, that's amazing. Being able to stick your feet out like that is, whoo! That is awesome. That's that good stretch. Once I actually find my phone mount, wherever I put it, and get the clutch bled, we will be ready to go. It's kind of weird to ride next to Josh while he's riding Road King Kong, knowing that that is somebody else's motorcycle and that it's almost worth $200,000. I can't believe it. The raffle still is open until... Does the raffle close the day of?
Day before. On Friday it closed.
All right, well, it didn't take Shay long to come in here and immediately order deep fried Oreos.
Listen, it's 6:30.
I
You know.
Come on. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, all right?
All right. 2 spoons, so both for me.
It's like... What's the verdict? Good as the fare?
No, but it's still good.
Well, how many restaurants can
But
you
it's like-
eat fried Oreos in?
It's different from the fur.
Yeah?
It's not the same. Man, y'all ever had deep fried ice cream though?
Deep fried ice cream's a bomb.
It's so good.
It-
Let me eat it like
well-
a spaghetti noodle.
Where's Drew so you can Lady in the Tramp that piece of chicken? All right, Cheyleesi got the chicken fingers. or chicken fries.
It's chicken fries, like from Burger King.
Yeah, except like actual pieces of chicken instead of just that mashed together processed stuff. And it looks really good, but also kind of looks weird, like calamari. Is it good? Is it delicious? I mean, it's chicken. It's deep fried chicken, right? How about it? Can't be bad.
That's exactly what it is.
Let me be the judge of this. Delicious.
An Angels camp out is going to be so fun. We're also going to be riding out to Gibsonton to go to a chopper show. So definitely come and hang out with us that weekend for awesome raffles, prizes, rides, music, beer, and food and fun. Josh and I will also be releasing an exclusive Rap Star shirt. We will only be releasing 300 shirts for the camp out. So if you want one of these Keep Florida Shady shirts, you're gonna have to come to the Forgotten Angels camp out to get one. I'm also very excited for Adam Sandoval's camp out. I'm excited to be in the rocky, deserty terrain of Oklahoma. Eating at the Black Sheep was okay, but definitely not my favorite. I'm gonna give it a second chance. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And Josh liked his food so much. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. At the time that this video is released is actually after the K River campout. Unfortunately, I did not make it. I did decide to cancel at the last minute because my health just hasn't been very great. Here's a black eye update for y'all. I haven't really been filming much at all. I've just been staying in bed and taking it easy because I still kind of am feeling the effects of the concussion. I think it's called like post-concussion syndrome or something. And I'm also dealing with a lot of stiffness in my neck and shoulders. This section of my face is experiencing a little bit of nerve damage. It's something called Bell's palsy. I can't really raise my eyebrows very much. The closest that I could fly into the K River campground was going to be Oklahoma City, Tulsa, or Dallas, Texas, and I was still gonna have to drive approximately 2 to 3 hours to get there from each of those airports. So once I was requesting a wheelchair for the airport, having to rent a car, and just really physically feeling sick and weak, I decided just to cancel for my health. I'm so sad that I missed seeing all of you. I definitely will be going there in the future, and I hope to see you guys at the Forgotten Angels campground October 22nd through the 24th. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the ding dong diddle, and do all the things. I will see you here on Sunday. Bye. I don't know what I'm doing.